Well, the fact that we can bring the NHL family, all our guests here, and celebrate the accomplishments of the season, everybody who's been here with us is thrilled to be here. They think it's a fun place to be. Steve Wynn and the Wynn properties have been phenomenal. So this is all good.
Excellent.
I had a girlfriend in high school that liked the mustache, so I kept it. But I married her too, so that makes it even better.
Oh, this is very special to me. I started my career in the NHL. I was sidelined for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Torts was our head coach. Richie was on the team. They won a cup, and I was on the ice covering it for the ESPN. So the Lightning. But the NHL is very, very close to my heart. It's really what molded me as a broadcaster. Really taught me some tough love skills with a lot of people. And these guys put so much on the line day in, day out with their injuries and how hard they played, sacrificing their bodies. It's shaped me all the way.
And so if anyone gets in your way, you'll just body check.
Well, I usually do. And then if anyone complains about an injury, I'm like, don't talk to me, because these guys are playing with like 4 head injuries and like ACLs and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you. You good?
Dale Talon, how are you? Doing the same great job that you did in Chicago and now putting together a squad there in Florida.
Well, that's the goal. We're pretty well on pace, maybe a little ahead of schedule after the year we had, but we're going to develop through the draft and use our prospects properly and do exactly what we did in Chicago and hopefully have the same success.
All right, and what would you say is that? What makes that Dale Talon mystique? The thing that makes you, you?
I have no idea. I just like to have a lot of fun, communicate openly with our players, and we're able to get everybody on the same page, and everybody has input into whether we have success or not.
To be nominated and trying to enjoy it all, take everything in. Well, it's still feeling pretty acute and intense, and I'm still riding the cup run high. Just being here is really cherry on the cake, but yeah, it's been a 37-year journey for me. I've been rooting for this team, and I cried. I'm not embarrassed to say it. I really, really cried, and when I got home that night with my wife, cried a lot, and she didn't really understand where it was all coming from. I assured her it was from a good place. Don't worry, it's nothing weird. But no, it's when you follow a team for so long and they get close a couple times, and this team especially, there's such a close-knit group, and I know some of the guys now. I've been fortunate enough to meet some of them, and they feel like my team. Obviously they're not, but those are my boys. They did it. It's amazing.
Will you cry again if they win next year?
I don't know about that. This is the first year I've ever had season tickets. So, being there for this entire run was amazing. And the ticket rep called me the other day actually and said, "Are you planning on renewing?" I thought, well, yeah, sure, I'd like to, but it doesn't get any better than this. It's kind of like, why spend all that money? Maybe I'll just go to 10 games. I'll go to the first game for the raising of the banner, and if they get close, maybe I'll break the piggy bank for some postseason action. But probably, I don't know. Well, I probably will. What am I saying? Of course I'm going to. It's amazing. It was amazing. It was amazing. And the last 10 minutes, to be able to enjoy it as opposed to nail biting the whole time, overtime. And if you look at all the other teams that win, you really feel like that's their cup. This was such a cup for the organization, for Marcel Dion, for Charlie Simmer, for Jim Fox, for Gretzky, for Bob Miller, for all those guys. And the only thing that sucked was that Bob didn't get to call a game. For him to been able to call Game 6 live would have been phenomenal.
At the beginning of the year, I thought they'd be a Final Four contender, and then obviously once you get to the Final Four, anything can happen. But they no way should have been an 8 seed. They're a tremendous talent. Obviously, going forward, they got a chance to be extremely good. So I'm not surprised that they did as well as they did.
How good can Jonathan Quick be?
He can be as good as anybody in the league. As long as he can keep his health, he can be as good as anybody in the league. He's that good a player.
Excellent.
Thank you.
John Q. Hey, man, and got your Stanley Cup. Now walking the red carpet.
Yeah, it feels great. It's having a lot of fun, and it's all about just kind of celebrating the season that the league had, and some of the greatest players in the world are walking around here, and it's pretty cool.
It'd be amazing. I mean, it's an honor in itself just to be nominated for those awards. So.
love Dancing with the Stars now that you've seen him? Any hockey players here you got your eye on to get on the show?
Well, she just said Jeremy Roenick. She said that he would be great because he's retired and he can dance. I guess there's some YouTube videos of him dancing. I'd be really interested to seeing that.
Well, what about a guy like Jonathan Quick? We've seen how limber he is.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, anyone that would be willing to do this. I mean, Dancing with the Stars is a huge commitment, first of all. We've only had football players and basketball players, so I think it's time for a hockey player.